Thomas here, GenXGuy.com. Welcome to today's show. The last couple of days we've been kind of covering some topics about raises and sort of the employment situation and stuff. And you know, today I thought it would be very good to show you another video. And this video here is an explanation of sort of what's going on with the job market in different industries as an example. But you know, overall, I think you'll get the idea here. What's been happening here over the last, I guess the trend over the last 100 years. And the reason for some of the large unemployment numbers we're seeing. And when it really comes to the government, some of their strategies and things, we hear about in the United States, particularly right now, they're talking about creating jobs, job creation, funneling money into certain sectors and things like that. And, I think after watching this video and this explanation, you'll really understand that it's not that effective. And, when it comes to entrepreneurialism, and coming up with innovative home business or business solutions, I think you'll understand that that's the future. That's the future for us. I think that's the future for Generation X. I mean, we can employ these strategies and try to close that salary gap with our employers, or we could consider other avenues to create additional income outside of what we're currently doing. And I think that there are opportunities for us to do that. So, I wanted to share this video, a couple segments of the video to kind of get your idea on it. And, and I'll come back and give you some closing comments and some thoughts. So, I hope you enjoy it. See you in a minute.
If you went back 100 years, I'm going to draw some things out. If you went back 100 years, almost everyone in the world was engaged in agriculture of some sort. Almost everyone. Like 90% plus was engaged in farming, creating food, right? So this group, I'll just call it farming. If you took that entire population, now we've become so efficient, and that's the key word, so efficient over the course of the last 100 years that today approximately 1% of the people in the world are engaged in farming or agriculture. So it went from almost everyone down to something like 1%. Now, should we stimulate growth and more jobs in farming? Why would we do that? It's become so efficient that we are able to now go do other things. We don't need to go grow our food anymore because that's being taken care of for us by this 1%. So we can't go back and stimulate that. Let me give you some other examples. Manufacturing. Manufacturing. Making things has become so efficient. Now you can argue that developing countries or countries where they can get lower labor, whatever, they shouldn't do that and we should stop that and we should bring manufacturing. We could do it. You can argue however you want. But here's what I will tell you. It's become so efficient that the population of people that used to be in manufacturing now aren't in manufacturing anymore. It's being done by others or by machines. Take the automotive industry. How many used to be employed on the assembly lines and how much is done by machine and robots today? You think about that in manufacturing. You could say, well, we need to create more jobs in manufacturing. Why? It's being done very efficiently because of the advances in technology, etc. Right? Here's an interesting statistic. You know the most bloody union riot in the history of the United States? It was the elevator operators riot in New York City. What was an elevator operator? The person that stood there in the elevator. You came in and they pushed the button for you. At some point, people said, well, we don't need to employ somebody to do that because people will push their own button. So the people who were employed in that union went crazy. In the elevator union, elevator operators union, we deserve our rights to push that button for other people. Why? You could go do other things. So that went down to 0. They say, well, we should create more jobs in the elevator operator union, the elevator operator space. We need to create more jobs. We need to be, do more things. No, that's gone now. Manufacturing is mostly gone now. Farming is mostly gone now. It's being done by a few incredibly efficient people. So you take a look at travel. It wasn't too long ago that a travel agent as a job was a good job because there were commissions being paid by the airlines, by the hotels. They were being paid to those travel agents, and those travel agents did the work, and they did all that stuff. Well, what happened? The airlines eliminated commissions. The hotels eliminated commissions. The travel agency was gutted down to just a few specialists. Why? Because we became more efficient. Because people can go online today and they can book their own travel. They don't need a travel agent. So what happened to all these people? They found other stuff to do. You get what I'm saying? You take paper, not the paper business, not selling paper, but the people that had their job was moving paper, organizing paper, taking care of paper, moving stuff around and handling filing and everything else. Well, that's all electronic now today. That's going, the paper, physical paper is going away. So that's gone way down. The people involved in pushing paper around. It's being done by electronics, technology today. So those people, those jobs are gone. Gone. How many do you want me to show you? The vinyl record industry, people who worked in the vinyl record industry, that's all gone. People who worked in the CD industry, that's almost gone. People who worked in the, how many people did it take to employ in order to be able to provide iTunes? Almost nothing. Take a look at the radio business or entertainment, or let's just call it radio and newspaper. What's happened to the newspaper business? What's happened to the radio business? It's controlled by a few major players, and it's done electronically. That world has changed. Right? So here's what I got to tell you. What our politicians are saying today is, you know what? We need our educational system is stuck trying to provide people for these models. You can go get an agriculture degree today. You can go get a manufacturing degree today. You can, people try and sell you educational systems into travel or, hey, you can get in the radio or news business. Yeah, the educational system is still stuck selling this. And the politicians are trying to tell all these displaced people, you know what? It's going to be okay. So here's the reality in the United States. The reality in the United States is this. Since 2008 to today, we are minus 6 million jobs. And there's a lot of talk about what we need to do about that. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Every year from this day forward, we're going to need less jobs to do the same things that we've been used to living than we do today. Every day, every year, we're going to need less people in different industries because of efficiency, because of technology, because of innovation. Every single day, every single year. That 6 million is going to turn into 7, and then 8, and then 10, and then 12. And we're going to have to deal with that, in our society. But what's the solution? Here's the solution, in my opinion. The solution is long word, entrepreneurialism. People going into business for themselves. People who are displaced out of those other places going into business for themselves. Now, what's a good business? Entrepreneurialism is one thing, and innovation is another. A good friend of mine gave me a great quote, and that quote was this: without resistance, there is no innovation. There's no need for innovation. So this resistance is going to create innovation for our entire world. and it's going to be led by these entrepreneurs who are going out there and making something happen.
So that was an interesting video. I think Eric explains it much better than I could ever try to do. So, but I think you kind of get the point. I think you kind of see what's going on here, the trends, and you know, for those of us that see it, that get it, and understand it, we can take advantage of it. I think you can lead the trend, and I think right now, you know, with the baby boomers aging, okay, and we got that Gen Y coming in, they don't have the experience we have. I think we Generation X are prime. We are in a perfect situation. Guys, we have seen so many changes in our generation. We've gone from black and white TVs, VCRs, we've seen the computer come online, we've seen internet, like we've seen it all. We are the generation right now to affect innovation, to affect change, to create entrepreneurialism like never before. And I don't know in the next 20 or 30 or 50 years that we're going to see such a great opportunity for our generation. So, you know, we can focus on those strategies with our employer and do all those things in addition to creating something entrepreneurial. So, you know, I'm very excited about it. As you can see, there's a little bit of passion here because, you know, I was that corporate guy. You know, my career ended, and here I am. I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I'm having so much fun, and my goal here right now is just really to inspire Generation X, think outside the box, and look at different opportunities, and try to go after some of these things, and find that lifestyle and that freedom that we're all looking for. Because it's there and we can go get it. So, you know, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope maybe you're a little bit inspired by it. Please comment below. Let me know what you think. I want to hear from you. You know, ask some questions, comment below. Love to hear. And, you know, hope you enjoyed these videos, and hope you're having a terrific day, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.